Disney's live-action remake of Peter Pan is finally on Disney+. So let's see if this film is worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. Wendy Darling, a young girl looking to avoid boarding school, meets Peter Pan, a boy who refuses to grow up. Wendy, her brothers, and Tinkerbell travel with Peter to the magical world of Neverland, where she encounters an evil pirate captain. This is directed by David Lowery, who also directed the remake of Pete's Dragon for Disney, and this is an adaptation that I was looking forward to, mostly because of David Lowery's vision. I really like him as a director. He has directed some really good looking films, and I think that his style could work with this film. And this is a pretty straightforward adaptation. It's not trying to do anything flashy. It's not trying to change the story a lot. It's a pretty straightforward adaptation of the animated film and the story as well. And I gotta say, it's probably one of my favorite Disney remakes because of how beautiful it looks. And also, I was able to really care for the story. Immediately within the film, you see that this movie has that connection to that animated film. If it's some of the costume designs or some of the dialogue as well, you understand that it's trying to remake that film. In the beginning, we have John, Michael, and Wendy, and they are playing, and Nana is there as well. Nana gets taken outside, and they meet Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. A lot of the same storylines play out the same exact way within this film. They also try to do things just a little bit differently to add to the story. It's not trying to take away from what made that Peter Pan film so whimsical and fun. It's trying to do all of that, but also give us some new elements. So when it is trying to recreate certain scenes, it really does work. You feel those beautiful moments from Peter Pan, a little bit of the score as well mixed into the film. I love how the actors and actresses played the parts in here. Alexander Maloney as Peter Pan, he is able to capture the charm to Peter Pan while being young and never growing up and trying to fight off Captain Hook. What made Peter Pan so welcoming and fun to be around is in this film. And we have Ever Anderson playing Wendy Darling, and she's strong in here. She is someone who doesn't want to go to boarding school. She feels at times like the need that she needs to grow up, and her brothers are still young, and when she goes to Neverland, it's hard for her to adjust to all of that. I like how Wendy's story was explored throughout the film, and the title is Peter Pan and Wendy, and we get enough exploration of both of these characters to where both of them feel as major characters within the film. Ever Anderson handles that role really well. She is a little more mature for her age, and going to Neverland, we get an understanding of her wanting to grow up, but also hold on to her youth as well. Then we also have Jude Law as Captain Hook. I thought it was a great casting choice, and it works in this film. He's very sinister pretty early on in the film. When I spoke of this film trying to add to the animated film, all of the newer elements come for Captain Hook. We get an understanding, more in-depth look at Peter Pan and Captain Hook's relationship, which I always think is the best part of the Peter Pan stories. And the animated film didn't really touch upon it too much, but other adaptations have explored it. And I think it's a really good look at these two characters and their relationship, exploring what happened to them when they were younger and what led to their falling out. And this film does a great job with it, trying to add some emotional touch to it and just add more development to Peter Pan and Captain Hook. But when Jude Law needs to be sinister and fierce, it works. And then when it needs to be a little more personal, he's there to deliver another whole side to Captain Hook, which was very effective. And then we had Jim Gaffigan as me. I like that. And the whole cast just works within this film. They really play off of each other well. The Lost Boys are entertaining. I love Tinkerbell in here as well. I was just really impressed with the overall cast within this film. Now, David Lowery's vision in here, it's a little bit darker compared to what I expected it to be. Most of the Disney remakes have to be flashy and bright and entice people to come to the theaters or Disney Plus to see it. But I love his look in here. At times it feels very realistic and beautiful when you look at Neverland and what it does explore. They really utilize their setting and making it feel like Neverland in a magical place as well. So his direction is very beautiful in here. If you have seen a lot of his other films like The Green Knight or Ghost Story or Pete's Dragon as well, you'll get an understanding of what his film is going to look like. And it really separates itself from other Disney live action remakes. It has this style that feels very different compared to like The Jungle Book or Lion King or Cruella or Alice in Wonderland. This one has a very distinct style to it, and it works for this film. Overall, Peter Pan and Wendy was a remake that I cared about really early on. I could see those references, the score, the scenes that played out. It all paid tribute to that animated film while also trying to do things differently, but also respecting it. And I appreciated that about this film. It just had that nice balance of offering something new while also doing the same thing as well. And I love that. So before I give you my score for Peter Pan and Wendy on Disney Plus, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer actions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here. So hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm going to go ahead and give Peter Pan and Wendy a B. Thank you guys for checking out my review for Peter Pan and Wendy, the new Disney Plus live action remake of the classic animated film. Have you guys seen it by chance? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.